Welcome to 50 Nights of Fright. I'm Tommy with my co-host,
Christian.
Today, Sleepaway Camp. Alright. What did you think of Sleepaway Camp?
When it comes to Sleepaway Camp, it's one of those thinking that it's going to be kind of like Friday the 13th, just because of that camp setting.
Yeah.
All of that. But it really, that versus Friday, I feel like it flips you on your head a little bit.
I mean, I think most of the people that get killed off in Sleepaway Camp deserved it.
Right.
Whereas, like in Friday the 13th, most of them don't really deserve the brutal end.
They were just doing the good old smooch, and then oh no.
Yeah, it's like,
But
here's an arrow through your neck, Kevin Bacon.
No, Kevin Bacon, why? But everybody else, they were just kind of like, you kind of...
You deserve it.
You brought this on yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. Angela.
Yes. the Angela.
Angela, yeah. Felissa Rose, a lovely lady from everything that I've
I've
seen.
heard that she's an amazing person.
Yeah. Spoilers for the very end. Were you caught off guard at all? Or
So, unfortunately, this was one of the movies that I knew of the big twist, which is very unfortunate.
Average twist.
It's just right. It's just one of those unfortunate, I'm looking into something, and then, hey, look, this pops up. It's like, okay, cool. That's good to know. For those who don't know all of that, it can definitely change your thought process of what actually is going on.
Yeah. I think if you watch the movie without knowing the twist, when it happens, it can be kind of like, what?
Right.
Whereas if you watch the movie again knowing, you can kind of piece some of it together here and there. Spoilers, Angela is a boy. Now, Felissa Rose obviously is a young girl playing the character, but it is revealed at the very end she's not.
Right.
It's a touchy thing to discuss, of course, but I think what unfortunately sets Sleepaway Camp as one of the lesser known or more obscure titles in horror is a lot of people see that as a cheap gimmick, or like they only did that to shock audiences.
Right. It's one of those like shock value kind of, where the ending itself might seem like it outweighs the rest of the movie.
Yeah, and
so that's where I can definitely see that.
It is an unfortunate thing. I mean, the movie is perfectly serviceable up until that big reveal at the end. It's, a stock horror movie set at a sleepaway camp, a summer camp, where people are getting killed off by a unseen slasher character.
Yes.
Now, if say they didn't do the big reveal that Angela is a boy at the end, would that have changed the movie at all, do you feel?
I really don't think so. There is, because at the beginning of the movie, that's where they're at, right?
Yeah.
And so being brought back into the spot where you experience that traumatic kind of event, I really wouldn't see it really changing
a whole lot,
where like all of these things are happening to Angela, and then she snaps, and then just starts doing all that. And let's talk about that for a little bit, where it's kind of giving the the red herring of who it might be.
Yeah.
And they're really pushing Ronnie.
Yeah.
To be, especially, and it's funny whenever I think about it, because I'm sure it looked very different on in theatrical release, where it's clearly Ronnie standing in the doorway.
Yeah.
And so,
unfortunately, with modern televisions, you just gotta crank up the contrast a little, and I can see in the shadows. I know who that is.
Right, and even without that, it's
Yeah.
clearly you can see that it's rotting, which
Yeah.
I find that kind of hilarious.
Yeah.
And,
Now,
but I'm sure, like, whenever it was originally shown, it was way darker, and really couldn't. We just could really see the silhouette.
so I'm in the, I don't know if it's a minority, but when it comes to horror movies and sequels, I prefer Sleepaway Camps 2 and 3 over the original. Now, obviously, we're not going to get too far into the various sequels of Sleepaway Camp. That's a mess all in its own, because there was 2 and 3 starring Pamela Springsteen. Amazing job as Angela. Then there was a Sleepaway Camp 4 that they started shooting. Then they, canceled the movie. So there's like test footage out there of it. Terrible to sit through. I tried watching it. Awful experience. Then there was a legacy sequel to the first film that ignores 2,
Right, of
3,
course,
and
'cause
4. And there's supposedly another movie in the works that's supposed to be a sequel to 3. So it's a mess.
So it's those lovely timelines.
Yes.
I love it.
But no, Pamela Voorhees, Friday the 13th is still on the mind. Pamela Springsteen does such an amazing job as Angela in 2 and 3, because those movies are a lot more, they're more like dark comedies. Like
Right.
they're like slasher dark comedies, whereas this one just feels mean-spirited at places. Because, all of the characters obviously deserve it, and they're just bad people.
Yeah, the only actual good characters is like Ronnie, and then there's that one camp counselor.
Yeah,
on
yeah.
both ends, because there's the male with the very short shorts,
Yeah.
and then there is the female camp counselor. Those 3 are really the only ones that are. And I had to double take on whenever the kids were killed. I had to think, what did they do?
Yeah.
And then thinking back is like, oh yeah, they're the ones on the beach throwing the sand at her.
Yeah.
And so it's like, oh, okay, I get that now.
So it's definitely more mean-spirited, crueler take, but 2 and 3 it's more of a dark comedy, because all the people that are killed off deserved it in one way or another through Angela's twisted logic. But out the gate, Angela's killing these people, so it's not a mystery at all, whereas this one tries to pull that, who's the killer? What are your feelings on Sleepaway Camp? Do you think that it stands up as a important part of horror, or is it more of a cult classic?
I'm gonna go like I said with Suspiria.
Mm-hmm.
I do feel like it's more along the cult classic kind of train when it comes to that.
So only for horror aficionados, or people really searching for something new to experience.
Right. And fun little fact, of course, I'm sure that you know, but
I know everything.
James Earl Jones, his dad is actually one of the chefs in the movie as well, and so that's just that nice little tidbit.
Fact check.
There.
All right. On a scale of 1 to 10, what do you give Sleepaway Camp?
I'm gonna have to give it a 5.
Okay.
Kind of not the best, but not the worst. Would I watch it again? Probably so. Would I go out of my way to watch it again? That's a completely different story.
All right.
But I did enjoy myself.
All right. Well, that was Sleepaway Camp. Thank you for joining us on another episode of 50 Nights of Fright. Tune in tomorrow where we go over A Nightmare on Elm Street.